So I'm just going to make this quick video explaining how to export your stamps for a mix down if you're sending to someone to mix it for you, or if you're mixing in a new project yourself. Sorry for my voice, I'm a bit sick, but so what you have to do is there's two ways. The first one is make sure your automations are on always. Make sure all your channels are on as well and nothing is soloed. And then you just need to select the whole arrangement from start to finish of your track using this loop tool. I usually leave a little bit longer than the finish, the end of the track, because you sometimes have some reverb tails here or delays that you don't want to kill that straight away. And then just make sure everything is selected, and what you do is you come to File, Export Audio, and you can select all individual tracks on your selection tab here. This should all be off, and this will basically export all individual tracks that you have in your project, including groups and the channels inside the groups, including also the return channels, reverbs and whatnot. And this is one of the ways that you can export your tracks for the mix. The other way is, let's say you have a lot of groups, and inside the groups you already have some sort of EQing or some automation that you want to keep it. What you can do is just select all the tracks, literally one by one here, and then same thing, you select the whole arrangement, but then you select all the tracks, and then what you do is you come to Export Audio. Instead of leaving all individual tracks, you can select this Select Tracks Only. Sorry, Selected Tracks Only. That way Ableton will only export the tracks that you selected. So the tracks that are inside the channels that are inside the groups are not going to be exported. It's just the groups that are going to be exported. And also, when you're doing this, the return tracks are not going to be exported because you're not selecting them. So what you can do is come to this rendering options and click on the first option, the include returns and master effects. What this will do is it will, let's say you have a return reverb on these drums groups. If you turn this on, it means that it will export this group with the reverb already included on the group. I will only suggest that you do this if you want to keep your groups and if you want to keep the automations and everything that you have in groups, because if you don't have many groups, it would be easier to just export the individual tracks. You also give you give the mixing engineer a little bit more freedom to recreate the groups and process the individual channels one by one by itself. In terms of the settings here, you should always leave on wave file, 24 bits, and no jitter. Always leave it no. You only use jitter when you're mastering. So then once you've done this, you can just export your tracks, save it into a new folder, because you're gonna get a lot of files. For instance, this project has 60 files, so make sure you create a new folder and just save everything to a new folder. All right, that's it.